Hey everyone, welcome to
Hey.
Got my beautiful ladies with me. Tonight we are going to be talking about girls' trips. The good, the bad, and the ugly. And boy, do I got stories, but I might save them. So, yeah, let's get started. First of all, excuse me, I had to get my blanket because it is super cold outside. I don't know where y'all at, but it's blizzard out here. So,
It's
I'm like,
cold here.
Yeah,
cold.
it's freezing everywhere.
You know what that means if there's a blizzard? That means if her internet goes out, Keziah, you got a host. Look at Keziah. What?
I'll figure
You got
something
this. You got
out.
this.
You got this.
So, yeah, girls' trip. Have you ever been on a girls' trip?
No, and I don't think I want to go on one. Well, wait, I'm lying. I went on one and we are not friends anymore.
Ooh.
Yes, the city.
Why though?
Okay, so after maturing and looking at how our relationship just kind of just drifted apart, I was like, we were never compatible. Like she had her own thing she wanted to do and I just wasn't doing that, and I was just like, yeah, you're a little too city girlish for me, and I'm not. Sorry.
I feel that.
Yeah.
I'm
But yeah,
against. I'm against Miami.
it was.
I think that was every girl's first
Right.
trip.
Everybody wants to go to Miami.
I don't know
That was
why.
mine.
Yeah. Honestly, I think my very first girls trip was New Orleans.
Ooh.
Yeah, I want to say if I can remember right, because I've been on quite a few, but it was me and one other girl. We went to New Orleans, and then we kept going back because we at the time I lived in Houston, so it was like 5 hour road trip. And we
Oh,
had a ball. Like she moved to Chicago and I moved to Denver, but we're still in touch. She's still cool as hell. I mean, we always have fun. So I feel like it's when it's multiple women, like multiple personalities that just mix in, and then you got the strong personalities, and that's where everything goes to hell.
exactly. I was
Yes.
gonna say, I think when there's more people, it gets stressful because one person wants to do one thing and then someone else wants to do another thing. And then
Mhm.
when it gets to a point where things pile up, people get stressed out and then arguments.
Stressed out.
Yeah,
Yes.
Don't let the alcohol
Yeah.
get involved. 'Cause that's a
exactly.
whole other story.
Oh God, don't let the alcohol get involved. I'm so happy I don't drink anymore.
That
The
definitely,
recipe
yeah.
for
You
disaster.
just gotta go with a group of women that you can get along with. Like for it to be fun and like planned out. Like I've experienced a girls trip that was kind of chaotic, but I don't think I went on another girls trip after that trip because it was so chaotic. I'm like, oh my goodness. But it was to Miami.
Mhm.
It was to Miami. It was my sister's birthday. So and then it was a couple of people that I got along with, and then there was some new people as well. So it was kind of different. Like to have to like connect with other women that you don't really like do things with. So it was my best friend, my sister, my best friend's little sister, my sister's friend. It was just a whole bunch of different energies.
Uh-huh.
So you do like if you do a girls trip like for it to be fun, like you definitely have to vibe on
Mhm.
the same
Yeah, I
page,
agree completely.
or it
Yeah,
will
I
be kind of
agree.
chaotic.
But
I
see,
agree.
like sometimes you really don't know a person until you go outside the city at least. Like you can go out there like this place, this place, this place. But when it comes, I don't know what it is. It's like they got to be in control of everything. This had to go to plan. It's just like, and me, I'm terrible. I'm gonna go with the flow.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
me
see the feeling.
too.
I'm gonna go to sleep, wake up. Maybe you want to go to the beach. I'm hungry, but I don't know what I want to eat. I don't feel like doing this. Maybe I want to go to spa. Like I will go on a whim. When I'm on vacation, my mind is just out and everywhere. It's not functional like at work.
Right. You want
Yeah,
to
that
have
makes
fun.
sense. I
Right.
feel like if I'm the one planning the trip, then I'll probably be a little bit more specific with things. So I stress myself out. And
Okay.
that's usually what happens on my end. But if someone else is planning the trip and I don't really have to worry about the itinerary or where I'm going to be at a certain time or things like that, I'm exactly the same in that case.
I feel that. So, question: how much does age have to do with it? I honestly don't think age has to do with it. I mean, I get like you're more mature, and you feel like you would hang out with a more mature crowd, but the older ones get into fights too.
I don't know. These TikTok videos I'm about to show you.
Uh-oh, I'm scared.
You,
Scared to
you
see.
guys, you guys want to get into the first one? The
Yeah.
first one I got in store for you. So I have some TikTok stories. They're not all going to be bad, but of course we're going to start off with the bad ones. Okay, we're going to start off with
Okay.
the bad ones first, and then we will get to the good ones. Because why end on a bad note, right? You want to end on a
Exactly.
good note.
Sounds good.
Okay, here we go.
You know how girls trips are, right? It either makes or breaks your friendship. Anywho, this is like our last night before we go home. I ain't got no more money. I ain't got no more patience. Okay, we go to sleep. When I wake up, I smell something a little fishy. Even before I went to sleep, I smelled it, but I was like, I don't know, like maybe it's in my head. I wake up. I'm like, okay, no, I definitely smell pheromone pee. Okay, I smell a pee. E. I pull back the covers. The whole sheet is yellow. I said, what? I take a breath. I don't got a shower because obviously I choose not to sit in someone else's pee for any longer. When I hop out the shower, I'm like, oh girl, like, did you pee the bed? She was like, yeah, I do that sometimes. I said, bitch, what?
What?
You do that sometimes? Like this is a normal occurrence when you get drunk, you pee yourself? You're a grown woman and you're peeing the bed. That is nasty. You pissy drunks, stay the app away from me. You're a girls
Right?
trip.
Don't you think that's information I need to know before I decide you my bedmate?
Yes,
Exactly. The
100%.
snoring too.
That's
The
so
snoring. I need
gross.
to know. Do I let me go to sleep first before you start snoring? But
Yeah,
pee, yeah, no, you gotta definitely let me know that. I
yeah.
don't want to wake
Oh
up with
wow, yes.
out of my
That's too
body breath.
far.
Like, what the heck?
That was unheard of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, you're supposed to communicate. I feel like if we're friends for that long and I don't know that type of fun
And I
fact,
don't know that.
Yeah, exactly. And no one wants to wake up in a pool of pee.
right.
No, that's
It
so
doesn't
nasty.
matter
That
who
is
it's from.
and worse, I
I
have
do
a
have a question though. Like, so with everyone like sharing rooms and stuff, you go on a girls trip, everyone's trying to have fun. They bring guys back to the room. What's your absolutely not, or your rules for guys coming in the same room as you?
mm-mm.
see,
That's
so
a
for
no for
me,
me.
when it comes to that, it's a no because in my head, girl trip, girlhood, all things girls, no guys allowed. So
Yeah.
when you out here bringing guys, I'm like, no. And especially if you're going to hit me, oh, do you want to do a two-man? No, I'm not doing no dang.
Immediately no.
His friend looks terrible. You want me to touch that? No.
Right. That's the
I
worst.
feel like
That is
in
the
that
worst.
case, it's a girls' trip. You're there to be with the girls. Why bring guys into it? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
no guys.
I mean,
I say
girls
it
trips they do. I
strong.
mean, sometimes they go to the club, hang out,
Well,
and
yeah.
find some guys, and then it's just a wrap. Now, don't get me wrong. Like, I've never been on a girls trip where we hooked up with guys or anything like that. But I've seen videos. I've watched movies where they find a cute guy and they bring him back to the hotel, and then it's like you're sharing a bed with somebody that's freaking some guy right next to you.
Oh,
And
wait.
it's like, what?
Mm.
I have a
I don't know
confession.
what's worse, that or the pee.
That actually
I
did
mean, if
happen.
they coming to hang out, then yeah.
Okay.
Like after like a maybe like if they come to like hang out after like we go from the club or something like that and we just wanted to go back and chill, at the apartment, then yeah, but no spending the night. Like and then everybody has to be in the same room. Like, no, we're not I don't want to be separated from my friends with
Right.
this guy. Like no, like
I've
we can
watched
talk
way
to.
too much forensic files. That's dangerous.
It
Yeah,
Yeah.
is.
it
It
is.
is
It
I
dangerous.
is.
watch a lot of Criminal Minds, and
You
there's a lot of episodes about things like that.
you go get yourself murdered. You don't need to bring somebody back to the house and get everybody murdered.
Right. Don't even
No,
go
it
get
has to be
yourself
a
murdered. Like,
mutual
no, my
thing.
friends gotta stay with me.
Yeah, it's a mutual. It have to be mutual. It ain't no just no random just one person. No, like we all will have to
Exactly.
agree to have fun like that. But then again, no spending the night and none of that. Like no. And
Yeah,
you don't even go past a certain part of the house. Like you're outside.
Yeah, this is the area. Stay here.
Agreed.
Yes.
it just came back to me. So okay, but this okay. That's okay. That wasn't necessarily a girls' trip. We all got an Airbnb, and then we kind of just on the same type of timing. So of course we invited the guys. But this one, it was we were celebrating this girl's birthday in Miami, and her man had a friend, and that friend looked really good, and I had a liquor advice system, and then we had to figure out how to finagle through that. So I think looking back with my now mind, it's a no. It's still a no. No. If it's girl,
She lying. She said that very easy when the guy was ugly, but now the guy's fine. She don't think about it.
no, because like it's I don't know when it comes to it. Like, and I'm at the age now, which I just turned 23. Cute, I know,
Okay,
but
girl.
Okay
like
then. 23.
I'm at the age now. It's just like if I'm gonna hang out with my girls, I'm gonna hang out with my girls. I don't even fool with people like that. So if I'm hanging out with you, I'm only going to be hanging out with you. This is all the capacity I got.
Yeah, I feel that.
But else, if I say who's gonna be there, and it's just that you say it's me and you, then who is he and his friend?
Yeah,
No,
100%. I agree.
You would never be a wing woman.
yeah, I would not. I would not. They be like, "Who
No.
your friend?" I'll be like, "I don't even think she wants you for real." Like honestly, like I be on the edge with that one. I'm not gonna lie.
Y'all ready for story number two?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I forgot to call out the last one, but you can see it on the screen. Everybody who's watching. This is from TikTok from Big Mesh.
Y'all, ladies, I'm confused. What be happening on y'all girls trip that it goes so left and y'all come back not friends? Cause I done went on a lot of girls trips and I'm friends with everybody that I went on the trip and came back with. Like, I just be so confused. Do it be like hidden animosity, or do y'all come with no money for real? Because if it's the coming with no money, baby, just stay home. You can miss the trip. It'll be other ones. Save your money from the trip you couldn't make to the trip you could make in the future when we plan it. But if it comes to secret animosity, what in the weird fuck would make you feel like it's okay to travel to a state, whether fly, take the bus, the train, anything? What makes you think it's okay to travel miles away with people you don't fucking even like for real? That's dumb.
Yeah.
I got
Okay,
a
you have
story.
to definitely. I have to
Yeah.
defend that really quick because I've been on girls trips with my best friends and we've gotten into it. We're still friends, of course. Like we're like family, so they're always we locked in. But I actually got into a physical altercation with one of them. We had a trip to New Orleans, and it was alcohol involved. And it was like, us irritating each other all night. And then it got to a point where it was like we were confronting each other about things. And then we brought up stuff in the past, and then it was just a back and forth continuously to the point where we started jabbing. We were jabbing at each other. And one person jumped across the bed to square up on the other one. The other one snatched them off. We just started going at it. But, again, that's like family. She's my best friend. Liquor was involved. We both took accountability for our actions. And we still cool to this day. So it happens. It happens. There's no secret animosity or nothing like that. Sometimes, you just them strong personalities. They get together, and then when there's too many of them, something happens.
I got a
Yeah.
story.
I think a lot of girls trips like when you like have you don't get along after the trip, it's a lot of times it's because someone didn't have enough money for sure. Like you'll go on a trip and one girl or somebody will run out of cash and then you gotta spot her or something like that. Like I know that happened on our girls trip. Like some people wanted to do certain things and everybody didn't have the money to do certain things. So now it's like, okay, so you get to go do this and then now we gotta sit back and watch. And yeah, a lot of times when that goes left, it be because of money. People, everybody don't have what they supposed to be bringing on the trip,
Yeah.
which it wasn't planned out right. Like it has to be like planned out to the T. For
And
me to
everyone
go on a
has to
girls
agree
trip,
to
it
it
has to be
too.
planned. We
But
Yeah.
all
see,
gotta have the same amount of money. We ain't running out of no money. We
Mhm.
need to stay in the same place. What plane are we getting on? Where's the address? Like everything
Full
has to be planned.
itinerary of
Yeah,
everything.
Exactly.
Everyone has to agree on everything on that list.
but
Yeah.
see,
yeah.
look,
How much
also
money
gotta
you
be
coming
careful.
with so I can know, but like how much money do we need so we can all do the same thing, like and not like venture out because it's a girls trip. Like
Right.
Exactly. And I feel like a lot of
Be
planning
careful though,
definitely
because
goes into
my
that.
bad,
You can go
my
ahead.
bad.
You know what?
that's
I was
okay.
like, wait, who's talking?
It's
What you
coming
say,
through
Samira?
Keziah's mic.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay. Well, I'll say it real quick. I was just saying, I think a lot of planning goes into that. And like she was saying in the video, I think that sometimes to kind of avoid that is it's good to kind of plan it out so that it's a little bit further out. If someone maybe doesn't have enough money at some point, oh, let's move it out a month. Do you think you'll have it by then? Yeah, I'll do XYZ to get there. I think that definitely helps a lot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
That,
for sure.
but also during the girls' trip, you got the control freak, the boy crazy friend. But
Mm-hmm.
also there, but see, the boy crazy friend be the one with the secret animosity because they be wanting to attract and you be the one attracting and you don't even want them, but she mad at you because you attracting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that does happen.
That
So
is.
Yes.
I be seeing like I be like it's about every time I hear anything about oh we stop being friends, it's because one had a different mindset than the other. One was boy crazy, didn't have enough money, and liquor was involved.
Liquor, right. All of those, all the above. I agree.
I
Yeah,
think that's why they say don't take trips, take vacations. And
Wait,
for
what's
those,
the
No
difference?
I'll tell you the
sense.
difference. When you go on a trip, you go and you do certain things that you can do. Uh, and when you come back home, you move things around. You might pay half of the light bill. You might pay half of the insurance. You might pay, you might make your cell phone bill in installments. When you go on a vacation, you just go. You go, you if you want to eat somewhere, you eat. If you want to stay somewhere, you stay. If you want to rent a jet ski, you rent it because you have enough money. And when you come home, everything's going to be the way it is. So that goes with what she was saying with like planning. Plan so you can
Yeah.
go on a vacation instead of a trip.
Yeah. I guess
First,
I go on vacations because ain't no way that I'm going on a trip and I can't pay my light bills.
yeah,
No,
exactly.
yeah, that's a
they
no.
pay it. They
Yeah.
just pay it half. What do y'all think about this?
No, I'm not paying no half on
What do
nothing.
y'all What do y'all think? Okay, some of us been poor before, Taisha. All right. So, what? Do you,
It's not
what
about
do you,
being poor. It's about money management. You got to be able to manage your money well.
yeah, but now that I make more money, it's a lot easier for me to manage $500 than it was for me to manage 50. Okay, so let me. What do y'all think about this option?
Once again, coach.
Yes,
Mm.
they do. Married women.
Very ever be
Once
I
a relationship, like what? I'm single. I'm
That's
supposed to
true.
be doing this. You gonna
Yeah.
talk to you? I can't hear nothing.
So, have
I
y'all
don't
been
know.
on those
Like, I don't
trips?
think a married person should go on a trip with a single person because I mean, not like that. That's kind of hard to, cause you're gonna be married, but then your friends might not be married.
well, I mean, there's been such a well for me for my what I see, married people just go with other married people on vacations.
Yeah, like you would be with married people.
Like you wouldn't be
You
with
will
your
be.
single friends because
They
that's
don't
going
want to do stuff that you don't want to do, and that's fair to them. So
yeah,
it's like
What if it's
unless
your best? What if it's your
them.
best friend? She got to stay home.
Yeah,
You
like
don't have to
no,
stay
cause
home, but just
right.
know what your limits are. I'm gonna do
yeah.
single life stuff. You make sure that you stay in a married girl's place. Like
Basically, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
unless y'all like make on itinerary where it's like, okay, we're not just for the boundaries of your marriage, and we're not also like going over the boundaries or limiting me in my singleness. Because in
Right.
marriage, you are
It's hard. It's gonna be
Did you
hard.
hear her? She said, "Limit me in my singleness."
Right.
you
'Cause
are
I'm single,
in
baby.
marriage, you are
Right.
technically
I'm not
restricted.
married.
Like, there's just certain things you just can't do now. Versus when you're single, you can do whatever the heck you want.
So the
That
next thing
one's
I want
tough
to
all the
ask
way
you
around.
guys about is don't answer. I want you to think about because we go through this one. I've been on girls trip, mixed trips, or whatever. Them damn room arrangements sometimes can be a hot mess. Here we go.
Y'all been on a girls' trip? Yeah, yeah, they're horrible. I think the reason is that we as women are so polite to one another, and because of that, we're just filled with this like seething rage, and it comes out in strange ways. Like choosing beds on a girls' trip is truly like a passive-aggressive Lord of the Flies. Like on the outside, everyone is like, I don't care. I will sleep anywhere. I'm so easy. I don't care. Like I will sleep in the pull-out drawer of this coffee table. Is that okay? Like, does anyone mind if I use this washcloth as a blanket? I don't. Is that okay? But on the inside, we're like, I swear to God, if Bridget gets the master bedroom, I will slaughter her. Put her head on a stake and smear her fresh blood on my cheeks. All before pre-dinner cocktails. Bridget gets the master bedroom, I get her. Bridget's dead.
Okay, that bedroom she was spot on. Because one thing about me, if there's a single bedroom in there in the Airbnb, it's mine. With a walk-in closet, no, we're not sharing anything. That my space is my space. Don't no first time, first come, first serve. I'll be there 30 minutes prior.
Well, I want to ask y'all this because the last big guys trip I went on with some friends, I was so pissed because I paid the most money because two people were a little short, and then when I got there, I had the smallest room. I was like, "Oh hell no!"
Hell
Yeah,
no.
it's always like that. Yeah, it's like
No,
No.
I better make swap, swap.
Exactly. That is not how that's supposed to work.
I
right.
think it's seniority goes first. Who gets the biggest room? Whoever paid the most gets the biggest room.
But who's
Okay,
actually paying the most though? Everyone wants to split it, right? Split it
yeah, we
evenly.
do it evenly. It's just you gotta run for your life to the room you want.
So it's
I
first
guess
come,
I'm
first
one of them
serve.
girls that is like,
Right,
as long
whoever's there
as
first.
yeah,
Yeah,
like
first.
do what it do. I don't.
Wait, ladies, y'all just missed it.
You gotta get there earlier.
If y'all go on a pretty smart girls trip when we make a lot of money, y'all don't realize y'all gonna walk into the mansion Airbnb and be like, "Oh my God, this is so nice." And what Tamara said, she gonna run all of y'all out the way. She gonna run all of y'all over to get to that room.
That's okay. That's okay. We gonna find a way. Yes,
We
girl, there's a
go
way. We gonna find a way.
Yeah. Now I wouldn't sleep in a drawer now, like
Yeah, that no.
with the washcloth
I'm
as
probably not even
a
gonna sleep on the floor, but
Right.
I can sleep on the
right.
couch.
Yeah.
I can sleep
I'll
on a
make
twin
sure stuff.
bed.
I'm
Like,
pretty easy, but I need a bathroom. Just make sure I can have a bathroom I could go to, a
mm-hmm,
comfortable bed, enough space, and somewhere I can put my items. And yeah,
mm-hmm.
I'm cool.
September, you just said a good one. There's a big difference in having that room that has the bathroom in it and having a room where you have to go into the hallway to use the bathroom and shower.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
It's a
yes.
difference because the one in the hallway is where everyone's going to go to. That's the go-to bathroom. I need the one that's like,
Private.
There's also the I just snuck somebody in here at 3 in the morning spot.
See what I
see,
mean?
see now that's when the age requirement does matter to me. Yeah, it's like
Okay, so
it
how young and how old are we talking when it comes to age requirement?
well, I mean, I don't know. Guys probably wouldn't believe my age. I'm 42. So
Yeah, you're right. I wouldn't believe that.
I wouldn't like when it comes to like really depends on how mature you are at 23, 24, 25 and up. Like I can hang with that age, but it's certain things that I do as a woman at my age that someone that age, it probably wouldn't.
Right.
They wouldn't
Girl, when
probably
I
like
grew up,
connect
Yeah,
with me on like.
I
when I
But
agree.
grew up,
Tamara, you seem like you're there. You like, I need the bathroom. I need like that's me too. Like I need to have my own privacy, area to where like, cause I don't like everybody in my shower. I don't like everybody like energy. Like I
Yeah,
energy is really like to me it's like it's important.
for
And
sure.
everybody is not as clean as me and as
Mm.
they hygiene ain't like
That's a
mine.
big
Like
one.
no.
Yeah.
no.
Mm-mm.
I don't want
So
to
it
say
has
it.
to matter.
When I get to your age, I want to be fine just like you because you look good.
Right. That's not
Yeah, exactly.
funny. What?
Oh my God, I'm just 42.
Thank you,
Oh,
ladies.
What?
your aura
Thank
look
you. I
good.
appreciate that.
Real young
Well,
girl,
No.
real women. So I'm like, yeah. When I
well, the
turn 50, I want to be just like that.
well, the show is called Pretty Smart. You have to be pretty and smart, and don't I know how to pick them?
You do. You do your thing. You do
Sure
your
do.
thing on that.
Taisha's
Yeah.
been here since almost the beginning. Have I ever put somebody on your screen and you've been like,
No, surprisingly, no. Everyone's been beautiful faces, very chill. I love it. Like we all just mesh. We mesh really well.
Yes.
So if
Yes.
you've ever been on a bad girls trip and you finally get to the good one, this might be how you feel in the airport.
The reason why I'm so emotional, because this is my first time that I've ever performed without any cocaine.
Without any cocaine.
No, you weren't
She
supposed
talks
to
with her
say
head
it. I cut it
moving.
off.
That's hilarious.
She was saying communication. No, when you go on that first trip where everybody has their stuff together, it's so refreshing.
Yeah.
Oh yes. It's very much yes. I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
It takes
Everybody
a long.
organized. Like we can
Yeah.
I had a girls trip to we went to Hawaii to Honolulu. It was one of the best girls trips ever. There was only three of us. Maybe it was only because it was three of us and it
Yeah.
wasn't like a whole six, seven of us.
Exactly.
Mhm.
And when it was like everything was in sync, everything went very smoothly and it was really, really fun. Who was
You
without
said
what?
without what? Because they cut that last part off. But here's an important question. Here's
Hey.
an important question, September. What is the number that quality? Because I don't consider
What
three.
age?
No, no, no. I don't consider three friends a girls trip. I consider that's just two more of your friends you went on a trip with. What's the appropriate number to be considered a girls trip? Because I always think a bigger number, like at least.
three?
No, I feel like it don't matter if it's you and another girl, it's a girl's trip.
Yes.
You a
Best friend
girl
trip.
and we
Unless
going.
you're by yourself, it's a
Yeah.
girl's trip.
As long as you're not alone,
That's a
it's a
best friend trip.
Yeah, like two or more is fine. I mean, but when it gets to like seven and eight and like
Yeah,
five
no,
at the
too
most,
much.
five I can do five.
I like
I
the
can probably do
smalls,
five,
two to
and they have to
three.
be five people that we all kind of like mesh together. Like
exactly.
we've been out
I could
before,
do,
we went to the clubs before, we went shopping before. Like we know each other, like and we can really get along. I
I
probably
could
only got
do
five people that
eight.
I would do that with. Like any other miscellaneous people just added in.
Uh,
No, no.
I
It's too
very
much.
I
Too much.
I can do about eight girls of
Ooh,
my girls.
girl,
Of my
girl,
no, no. The reason why is, and this
that
is,
thing.
I cracked the code, right? So you know how they
Mhm,
say that as a group of three, and there's always one odd one out.
Yeah.
It has
mhm.
to be two extroverts, one introvert, because the introvert will always find its way somewhere else and come back when it pleases. So we have like a bigger group. Like me, I'm gonna find me a closet to be in for a little bit, and then come back when I'm ready. And it just worked like that. It worked like that. Like I can disappear, come back. Oh, you want to go there? Okay, good. I'll be in my bed. Leave me alone. Okay, now I want to go get nails done with y'all. Like, okay, then coffee. Okay, now leave me alone again.
Yeah, exactly.
But
I feel
eight
like
girls.
it's a lot of people, in my opinion. But like, it's like the same concept. I completely agree. I feel like maybe
Not
like six
eight of
people.
my girls. Eight of my
Yeah,
girls
yeah,
that I
yeah,
actually
exactly.
like.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah,
six
your
people
girls.
would be good. That's like my
You just
limit.
gave me anxiety.
so you guys wouldn't recommend doing like our guys' trip to Chicago where there were 20 of us. That's not a good number for y'all.
No, no.
Woo! What?
That's not a good number for y'all. It was very
That's
fun.
two digits. That's
So
It
what
two
you're
digits.
saying is you
depends.
want
It
your
really
trips.
depends.
So you're saying you want your trips to resemble this.
You know what kind of trip I love? A girls' trip. Because at this point in my life, the bachelorette parties, the birthday parties, I will still go on them. I love y'all. But there's way less drama on a girls' trip. Everybody's eating, they're drinking, they're having fun. Nobody's crying in the corner because it's not about any one person. It's about all of you living your best life. So if you're looking for a sign, go on one. You know what kind
I feel
You said
like
for pretty too?
I like that one.
Yeah, that was very perfect.
It was
I feel
calm. It
like
was perfect.
I feel like
Yes.
she just
Yeah.
gave the secret. Because anytime you watch, like, I know they have to do it for ratings, like you watch the housewives go on a trip, or even when they have like a wedding or any type of party, somebody always makes it about them.
Yeah,
Hmm.
Yeah.
Main character syndrome, right?
Yeah.
Okay, it's not main character syndrome. You're just that girl.
that's what it is. That's it.
I mean,
That's
but if you're with a group of women that know that you're going to do that and they're okay with it, then it should be fun.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
she's
think
just
that
in
if
her,
they
her
know you,
soapbox.
exactly. Yeah.
Let
If
her.
they know you, it's okay. But if it's like, oh, I don't know this girl. This is like my third time hanging out with her, and she's acting like this.
Yeah, no, you don't. Yeah, no, you don't get
Yeah.
the concept.
Okay, well, let me ask you this question. Is it better to go on a girls' trip where it's just a girl trip and not a girls' trip where it's not saying you would be like this, Keziah, but I'm just saying your name. We're going on a girls' trip. It's Keziah's birthday. Because then when it becomes about one person, I feel like that's what makes it more susceptible for something
to
Yeah.
go
Yeah,
on.
that
to
makes
not
sense.
go
I feel
well.
like it depends on the person who it's being focused on as well. Because some people, it'll be like, oh, we're going on a trip for my birthday. And they'll either make it all about them or they'll do things where it's like, yes, I am acknowledging that we're celebrating me. But at the same time, there's other people here, everyone
Yeah,
wants to have a good time and a good experience. So they'll make it a point to still do things that involves everyone else. And that's where it's like, okay, that's good. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
yep. That's how it should be. That is how it should be. I had a birthday trip too, and I did that. It was just like it's my birthday, but I want to do everything that everyone wants to do. Let's all have
Yeah.
fun. Let's all enjoy, and that's the
Yeah.
best. I
Yeah.
get, I've been on birthday trips where it's like it's the birthday girl. She wants to do what she wants to do. Let's just follow the lead, and I'll do that too. That's fine.
Yeah,
But they
exactly.
always turn out the best.
Yeah, I'm down for whatever. Like if we're going on a trip for that person's birthday, then yeah, we're gonna celebrate that person
Mhm.
and have fun as well. Like and
Right.
not
Mm.
yeah.
I mean, when that came to me, she wanted everything about her. But if it was me, if I'm doing a trip, I'm gonna make it around everybody else because I'm gonna get tired of everybody looking at me and be me being the basically the main character. Versus if it's just a dinner, then it's all about me. We all came to see this face, this body being tea, and we came to eat some good food or to go sightsee something. And that's pretty much it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
You can dedicate a day. All right.
Yeah.
So the first
Yeah.
day that we're here, this is what we're gonna do for your birthday. But after this, it's gonna be about everybody. We're gonna do
Yeah.
have
Yeah,
fun.
we're not going to milk it and drag it out
Right.
Yeah.
longer than it needs to be.
It's
Yes.
funny because I was asking these questions because before we did the show, I was on TikTok, YouTube, and I was googling bad girls trips, not bad girls like bad girls, good girls trips. And when I went on bad girls trips, I was just seeing these grown women, like 30 years old, on girls trip and just in brawls, and I'm like, these are friends.
They like to be
And
naked, for sure.
yes,
Yeah.
friend tearing
They
each
get the
other's
most
clothes.
naked when they get older. I
Yeah,
promise.
pulling hair out, beating each other up. And then I went on Good Girls trips. It's like the total opposite. It's so night and day.
Hmm.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah. I'm
Wow.
not gonna lie. I mean, me being like a model and doing fashion shows and stuff, you got to get dressed and throw stuff everywhere. So I don't care. Like I'm about to take my clothes off. I'll ask you if you're okay with it, and if you're not, I'll go in the bathroom. But otherwise, I'm taking shit off, and you just gonna have to
We
see
is
it.
on a trip. Like we come on now. Like actually,
Exactly.
like
Yeah.
yeah.
It's all about boundaries.
Yeah, for
Mhm.
sure.
For
Make it
sure. Yeah.
comfortable. Yeah, I wouldn't just be
You're only gonna do it around people that you're comfortable around. You're
exactly,
not gonna be just doing it just but
exactly.
Willy nilly.
we are on a girls trip and we all know that we were out here together and if I'll go in the bathroom if you don't want me to see me, but yes, if I'm getting ready, I'm going to get ready right there. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
probably.
do have a question though. Like, how long do y'all have to be friends to go on a trip?
Like a vacation or a
Like
trip?
we going to Jamaica, Tulum.
Jamaica's a vacation for me because I'm going there for at least about 5 days, 5 to 6 days.
Yeah, I gotta know you pretty well. I gotta know you.
Yeah, because I gotta feel safe and
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
secure that I can trust you, or that I know that you don't have my back if it's a weirdo over here. Like
Exactly.
really, really good. We do.
Okay,
Gotta
I
know
had a
for
was
at least
like,
about.
okay,
Try to
Room arrangements be figured out before the trip, not when you get to the establishment?
It
You said
depends.
room?
Either way,
yeah.
it works for me. I mean, I would prefer everything to be laid out right then and there, but a lot of times it doesn't go as planned. Stuff
Yeah.
happens, rain comes, or just stuff that ruins the plan. So you gotta try to alternate and stuff. So either
No,
way,
no, I
it's
get the plan. I'm just talking about because as again, I'm asking these questions from watching. I watched a whole bunch of videos today, and a lot of the arguments I saw a lot of people having room arguments. They want to stay in this room with this person. I'm like, shouldn't that be handled before?
Like
yeah,
who you're going to
room
stay with, like
arrangements and
who's
stuff.
Yeah,
eating
like
That
if
lunch
should
together.
definitely be handled
yeah,
before.
like if everyone's not getting their own room, shouldn't who's going to be in whose room be established
Oh,
before you
absolutely,
get there?
Yes, I
absolutely.
agree.
I feel
Yes.
like that saves a lot of time and it relieves a lot of stress overall from everyone.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, for
I
sure.
mean,
It
a
does.
disclaimer that it's a first come first serve should also be stated beforehand. So then there's gonna be because then you have people who's like, oh well, okay, I'll take any whatever room's left over, and I'll be like, and you have the others who's like, oh, okay, I'll be there at this time to get collect myself into this room.
Yeah. As
Hmm.
long as it's communicated beforehand, as long as everybody knows what's happening.
Communication is key.
I have one more
Definitely.
question, and then I'm going to
It
get out
does
of
need to be planned.
Taisha's way.
You know,
One more question. So,
run the show.
and I'm just asking y'all because I'm not a woman. I'm just going off of what I saw. The good stuff is easy. Those are easy answers. All that's why I'm asking you all the crazy stuff that I saw. So I'm not. I didn't want to show the video because it has their faces, and I didn't have time to blur people's faces, and it has names and all that. So the argument on the girls' trip was there were six girls. One of them was LGBTQ, and one of the girls did not know she was and had a really big problem that nobody told her before the trip. Even though this girl wasn't doing anything to her or trying to do anything, it's just the fact that no one told her, she made a very, very big deal out of it.
Yeah, that was
That'll
ridiculous.
make me uncomfortable. I would want to know
I
because
wouldn't unless she's touching me. If she gets acting weird towards me,
I
then
mean her business
I
is her
want
business, but I would want to know. Like that's something that friends should definitely discuss. Like, well, yeah, but you should already know that. Like,
right. That's what I said. If you're going on a trip, you need to go on a trip with people you actually know.
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly. I was going to say, if you're leaving
that
town, you
sounds like
should
somebody that
probably
was
know
swung
that.
in the plans, like out of
Yeah.
Exactly.
nowhere.
But at the same time, I do feel like it is up to that girl who she wants to know. So if you
That
don't know,
she's
then
the
you're probably not
true.
that at that level of friendship. So
Okay,
But
wait.
then
So I have
again,
a
you're
question.
around a bunch of women and you like women. That's something that you should definitely say so they won't feel uncomfortable. I just
yeah,
that's just
100%. I agree.
that's just
I just feel like
transparency and honesty and
yeah,
openness, like just being respectful to the women that's already there, so they won't feel uncomfortable. Like,
I'm going to give you some more information. I love to give you that and then give you the rest of the information. Just
Hmm.
as, it's my little social experience. So they've all been friends for a while. This friend
mhm.
came out about a year ago before
Oh,
the
okay.
trip, and she's only told two of them because that's who she was most comfortable with telling, and they've kept her secret for a year. But
Okay.
Okay.
then somebody kind of alcohol got involved, and somebody kind of said something they shouldn't say. They weren't supposed to say. That
So
gave
were they mad at the girl that? So the only girl that was mad was the one that didn't know.
the only one. She from her arguing, she's a little bit homophobic. So she was so mad that no one told her, and they kind of said what Kazaya said. It's not like she's doing anything. It's her business.
It
Right.
is.
So
Yeah.
she was just, and for me, like trying to be a psychologist, I think she was more mad that she didn't know
Yeah.
than the
See,
Yeah,
fact.
that's exactly what it was. She was mad at that.
Yeah.
But at
yeah,
the same time, it's like now it's kind of weird because are you mad because you weren't in her business? And depending on
yes.
whether she was LGBT or Q or plus, it it depends. But also, there's this thing called gaydar, depending if what which letter she was. So
Yeah, that's
Yeah, some of
true.
them you
It's
kind of
like
tell.
Okay,
Like,
okay.
if
She
you
wasn't. She was.
can,
She looked like all of you. She didn't show up in Timberlands and jeans with
okay.
with a basketball in her hand. Okay.
I
well,
know. I just
me,
mean like
it really
sometimes
doesn't
if you're
matter.
friends, yeah, if you're friends for a certain amount of time, like what you said, basically, you should be able to kind of pick it up sometimes. Like it shouldn't have been so shocking
It wouldn't
yeah,
have
because
been. It should have
they
been a
are
problem, even if you did just find out right then and there. Because if
exactly,
that's your friend, it shouldn't matter if that person is that LGBK, whatever it is.
exactly.
It shouldn't matter because that's your friend. Like, and long as
yeah.
they're not touching you, then
Right.
it shouldn't matter. Like once it was said, it should have been like, okay, all right, well, hey,
I feel
you're
like that's
yeah,
your
sure.
friend taking accountability and self evaluation. You should be wondering why she's not comfortable telling you.
Yeah. Like, do
Exactly.
you
That's
make her
something
feel
that you should really
uncomfortable?
look at versus
Yeah,
being mad that she didn't tell you or she's gay or whatever the case. Like,
yeah.
work on you because why didn't she want to tell you?
Yeah.
And
Right.
listening to that, her
Ooh.
blowing up, that's probably why.
Like you did not like you taking it you making it about you and it's not really about you.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm going to
Yeah.
tell you, I like September's combined answer from what she said in the beginning and now if you put it together of, I was a little bit annoyed that I wasn't alerted of that because that is a thing. But you know what? I have the self-awareness that this is my friend. Well, good for you. Okay, I'm not
Yeah.
going to get torn up about it. And then Taishay, that's a very good point. Well, why didn't she tell you? We've all been friends for the same amount of time. Why didn't she tell you? Maybe that's the exact reason your reaction is why she never told you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
She
She
didn't
might
feel
even told the
comfortable.
two friends, yeah, I don't if you tell somebody but don't tell her.
That's probably what the conversation was. I
Right.
can almost guarantee it
Oh, so
was. Like,
nobody
don't
was gonna
tell
tell
her.
me. Nobody was gonna tell me, especially depending on the type of friends you are
Oh
too.
my god, that's what she was saying on the video. She was
Yeah.
doing exact Tamara, were you the girl in the video?
No, because I would have possibly. I'm like, oh, so you don't feel comfortable telling me this?
No, but she did everything you just did with your hands the first time in your head and eyes is exactly what she did.
That's, that's how I.
You felt
Okay,
offended, Tamara?
kind of, huh?
I said you felt offended. Like if you would have felt offended if they didn't tell you, like it
And
was a
okay,
reason.
in a real situation, I'm not gonna care because no matter like how close I am to you, I'ma always
Mhm.
mind my business to whatever you don't want to share to me. But I
Okay.
do understand that there are certain friends that when you give them access, they want all your access. So when you restrict access, they start to act all different now. Be like,
Okay,
oh,
I get it.
what's going on now? We don't share each other's business now because
Mhm.
they get entitled to be in your life. It's weird,
Yep.
but
Yep.
Yep, for sure. I agree. Yeah,
Mhm.
I get it.
but it made sense to me. That made perfect sense.
But okay, what if the scenario flipped though, and like you didn't know, but she was kind of looking at you like,
Like checking you out.
yeah, come and
More
sit
the
next
reason
to
I
Well,
would
me.
want
in
to
that
know.
case, then of course she would be valid to be a little bit upset if you're on a girls' trip and
Yeah,
staying over, like staying the night somewhere and everything, and your friend likes you. Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, is this a stick up? Like, what's going
Like,
on?
what's happening? Like, cut the
No,
cameras. What's going
Like,
on?
what you
no.
like
pickup.
that for? Like,
Yeah.
Well,
I like the men.
I don't know.
sometimes that's a psychological backfire. Sometimes, and you're talking to a person who's in that family, sometimes when somebody knows, they think anytime you gaze that way, oh, what are they
Yeah,
doing? And then
yeah,
Yeah,
it starts playing in
exactly.
their head. So sometimes it can work backwards.
Hmm.
yeah. I don't know. I just feel like it's a. I feel like in situations like that, that's judging people. Like it's judging somebody, and I don't. And if I gotta judge you, then I just think that's just kind of like I'm gonna be comfortable in my own skin,
Regardless,
regardless
okay.
if you are gay or if you're straight. Now, if
Yeah.
that's something that you didn't want to express to everybody, because a lot of people are afraid to do that.
Mhm.
Now, I'm not gonna feel uncomfortable because you that way, long as you don't touch me. Long as you don't
Exactly.
come my way, because that's not what I like. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm a secure myself. Like I'm gonna go to,
Right.
if I know that this person is this way and they like girls, I'm gonna make sure I go to the bathroom, change my clothes. I'm not about to be doing all of that in front of that person because I know that that person it swings that way. I'm gonna make sure I'm good. Like I don't know. I wouldn't really too much
I don't know. I feel like
put
okay.
it
Well,
in
I
a
guess I'm not
sense
a gay
of
friend.
like
Wait, so if
they're
what if
looking at
you
me
now
because
that's totally understandable, but
Yeah.
I think one of the things they worry about is, but if you didn't do that before, I haven't changed. You just the information about me has changed, but you weren't
Yeah,
changing
exactly.
before.
Yeah, like
exactly.
I would just
I'm
treat you like
still
a
that
normal
person.
girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like September, like you're the self aware and good enough person to say, you know what, we're here for a girls trip. Let's have fun. We can talk about it when we get back.
Yeah, because it's about like it's not about because you just came out like we gonna still have fun. Like that's not gonna change my
Right,
mood. It's not
right.
gonna
Right.
change
Exactly.
what we came here for. Like I'm gonna think it, but then again, I'm gonna secure me. I'm gonna secure me. Like I'm just not gonna do certain things. Like okay, now that I know this information, okay, well if I'm not comfortable with this person being this way, I'm not gonna change around this person. I'm not gonna do things that I usually would do around this person because they may be looking at me. Like I'm gonna secure myself in a different type of manner. Like it's not about to be like, oh, well, I'm mad now because they like I'm not gonna feel uncomfortable.
Because I what
I'm gonna
September
make
is
sure I'm comfortable.
because I what September is saying is I'm still finna twerk at this bar tonight, girl.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I get it. I don't
Damn.
or
I
I think
know.
that in the situation, there's absolutely nothing wrong, and she shouldn't have necessarily gotten upset. But if that friend were to like overstep that boundary, that is the point where it's like, hold on, what's going on here? Like, no. But if boundaries aren't being overstepped, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that whatsoever.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be getting mad and judging that person for information that you just found out about them that you
Mhm.
aren't necessarily obligated to know, but they're allowing you to know. So.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because not for
definitely it's the
nothing.
space.
I will say, like, if we've been homegirls this whole time, and you just now came out, meaning that you were contemplating it for time before, and you ain't never
Mhm.
made no move on me. Why would I switch up now?
Exactly.
Now, if you
Yeah,
just
like
have to come out of the closet and want to start professing your love out to me, all right, slow down. I done
facts.
told you I'm
Yeah.
still
Yeah,
trying to leave that man alone, and you over here talking about how you like me?
yeah,
Yeah.
No.
yeah. But it didn't sound like the girl liked the girl that didn't know. It sounded like she just
Exactly.
came out and the girl was mad because she didn't know and now she probably a little uncomfortable because she gay. Like and
Yeah,
I think that's wrong. I think that's like
the
you're judging me
backstory.
because of my
Right.
preference and what I choose
Yeah. It
as my
came off very
sexuality.
a little bit.
The backstory, because you know these TikTok stories be having like 17 parts to them. The backstory is why she finally had to say it is because the girl every night was trying to do that thing Tamara talked about earlier. She would find some dude and then he'd have a friend and she'd be the only one conveniently around. And she kept kind of throw these dudes on her. So she was like, look,
I don't see?
I don't want that.
yeah, it's layers to this onion. I was just peeling it back little by little.
Okay, so she was getting
I'm a
men on her she don't
vegetarian.
like men. Wow.
And she kept pressuring her into doing stuff. And then it was like, girl, he fine. Why don't you like every night? I'm giving the smaller version of the story. It's very more lengthy when she was saying it, but that was the gist. Like, so finally, like by night 3, she was like, listen, stop
I'm
bringing me
gay.
these men. I don't want none of them.
Like, girls.
Well,
Wow, yeah.
A lot of stuff be happening on a girls trip. You find out all the
Yeah,
insecure,
it's like Vegas. What stays there, see, that's another thing too. Like, can't
like the insecurities, the secret animosities, the secrets, and then all of a sudden, like you go from this unicorn, come to find out your friend's actually a rat. Like, hold up, why are we having a personality switch now? Like that don't make no sense to me. I don't know. I've just been seeing a lot of stuff. I just like you just see like the small stuff in people. You just be like,
that means you don't know that person
yeah, I
well.
was gonna say,
Yeah,
like, I don't know.
that
Every
together brings
been
out their
trip
colors.
I've been on is like I knew what they was gonna be
You
able
knew
to
what they was gonna do. Like you know
exactly.
that she gonna be over there twerking on the pole on the side. Like you knew.
Exactly.
You already
So,
know.
Yes, you knew she was gonna be the drunkest. Yes, we knew we just got to get her together. Get her some water. Let's keep her cool. All right, and just have
Exactly.
fun. Like yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
but
Like
like,
I don't know. Like you just like I just feel like in order to have a good girls trip, it needs to be with people that you get along with. That's the only way it's gonna work out. You can't go with people that got secret animosity. You don't really know a lot of things about. It's unsafe anyway. I don't want to be around no females that's not gonna have my back, especially if we're out in a place that we're not even from here. I'm gonna
Right.
need to feel safe and secure with whoever I'm with. It's just rules. It's just rules to it. And I
yeah,
think all bad girls trips is there's no rules. People just let's just go have fun. Like no, like I learned my lesson from. We need to plan it. We need to have this. We need to this person going. Oh, I don't know. I need to make sure I got my energy together. Like no, like it's certain things that you
Yeah.
gotta include when you going on trips with women in general. Like you gotta know.
let me see. Are mutual friends allowed on a girls' trip?
I
It
don't know.
depends on if I've hung with them. Probably like if I've hung with them maybe once or twice and we like got along, yeah. But if it's a toxic one that I know, nah, I'm not going. I'm not even going to put myself in that position because I already know how I'm going to be. Like, nah, we don't get along. Like,
Yeah, a discussion needs to
Yes,
be
to
had before the
personality.
trip happens for sure. If other people
yeah,
are coming.
What
if
about
whoever's
relatives? What about relatives?
Yep, I've gone on trips with
yeah, I'll
relatives.
go on a trip with a relative. I'll bring my sister along with me any day. I feel more
I've gone
secure
on
because my
multiple
sister's
trips with
not
my
gonna
sister.
About like
Like,
your friends saying, "Oh, I want to bring my cousin," or "I want to bring my sister."
yeah, they can
Yeah,
I
come.
don't.
personally, I
Me,
don't
it's
mind
like too
that.
many personalities coming gives me anxiety, and I just be
Hmm.
like, and I'm an introvert, so having to deal with all these people on top of already having to deal with y'all, like I can't
Yeah,
do it. I just can't.
Yeah,
I hate when people do that. We all agree on, doing, even if it's not even a trip, we all agree on going this place, and then all these other people start getting invited. I'm just like my energy's going down. My everything is just down. Like, and I
Yeah,
don't want to be the Debbie Downer. Like, I'll still go and still try to be in a positive state, but it's like just knowing that it just gives me anxiety because I don't know who's gonna act like what, and it makes me overthink things, and then I'm just like, yeah, I don't know, I don't like it.
yeah, I would have to be around you at least kicked it with you a few times. Like, oh yeah, they cool, yeah. Like, but if it's a red flag, I'm like, nah, I'm not leaving. Like,
yeah,
no,
I'm
we're
completely
not
fine
gonna
with
click.
family
Like, we don't.
members and things like that coming along as long as I have met them at least twice before.
Yeah, a couple
As long
times.
as I feel safe and comfortable with them and everything, I don't mind that at all.
Yeah,
okay. I mean, like I said, I'm gonna find me a closet to stay in, a bathroom to be
Closet.
some blankets to be under, and when I feel like reappearing to the scene, I will. I
yeah, right.
will.
You
Most
What
secure
do you
definitely.
yourself.
think? What do you think? Like a main thing would be. I mean, outside of like going to dinner, because we all want to try foods. But what would be like a main thing you would do on a girls' trip?
Mm,
Probably
um,
see wildlife.
I like boat rides.
Yeah.
I'm
I
thinking jet
like, I
skis.
like, yeah, I like water, like swimming. We, on the
On the
beach,
beach
taking
somewhere.
pictures, like stuff like that. Eating, like, of course, going out to dinner. Yes, that has to be. Clubs to me, like, is scary because we're in a place where we're only. I'd be scared. I'd be scared of the club. Like we can go to a nice little calm little bar. Like if it's a strip and we can just bar hop, I'm cool with that. I don't want to go to no nightclub that's on the south side of Miami and we got to get dressed up and go. And no, that's kind of scary to me. Unless we have guys with us that can, of course.
Settle down about the south
Yeah.
side of Miami. Settle down.
Now the
I'm thinking.
south side of Miami is probably the perfect place. South Beach, yeah, that's cool. So maybe the east. What will it be? The east then? Would it be the east side or the west side of Miami,
I
like the
haven't
rough side?
partied in Miami yet. I've only went there once, but I didn't get a chance to like go out or do anything. So
I
I
want to go to
gotta
one of
take
the
a
bougie
trip.
places if
We
I
went
go
to
back.
South Beach and it was fun. It was fun, but it was crazy. It was a lot of people there. it's like more the tourist city. Like everybody was everywhere. Like
Yeah.
But
it
you know
was.
Thing
what's
I learned about me too, though, on a girls trip, I don't know, well, not girls trip, just like a trip anywhere. Anytime I go out of town somewhere, I always want to go see what the hood looks like. Like what is the trenches to them? Don't ask why. I just always do. I went to LA. I had to go to
You go
Watts.
your
I went to
camera though,
Compton.
yeah.
Went through all the neighborhoods. I just came from Cancun. I asked if we could go through the neighborhoods of like where the
She trying to
I'm
die.
down for that. I'm
I
down for
got to see El
exploring.
Chapo's house, but I also got to see the trenches in Cancun, and I was like, wow, okay, this is
the
beautiful.
trenches is
I
cute.
can
Not
tell
too
in
deep
this
though.
I can tell in this girls trip picture right here that's on
Ooh,
the screen. I can
fun.
tell who gonna be the diva, who gonna be the party animal. The one in the pink, I don't know her name, but she gonna be drunk. She gonna be drunk. And this one finna bask at the beach in the wind. I don't know what she doing, but that's what she gonna
Ooh.
be doing on the
That
end.
fine young lady in that pink and that green. Lord have
That's
mercy.
cute. That's
Oh,
cute.
I'm definitely gonna be at the on the tree right there taking pictures. I'm gonna be every tree, I'll probably change about like 4 or 5 times, y'all. I ain't even gonna lie. Because I gotta get my pictures in. Like the pictures is like I'm
Right.
here, I'm in a different state. We gotta get these pictures. We gotta
Oh my
yeah.
gosh, yes. You know,
Yeah.
it was just this year. If it wasn't for my cousin, it was just no, it was just last year where I really got into like taking pictures for people. Because at first I'd be like, bro, I don't want to see no pictures for you, bro. Like, leave me alone. I'm not good at it. But if it wasn't for her forcing me to do it, now like I now I want to take more pictures of people, and now like, I just get better at it. Even though like not a
Yes.
photographer or anything like that, but just getting like the angles, making sure my friend look.
Yeah, I love that.
Yes, you look cute.
I'll be
Yes.
doing
Like
that
we
with my
posting our
friends. Okay, you
pictures.
gotta pose like
Yes.
this.
On the beach.
Yes, like we got to
Gotta have the photo shoot all the whole time.
Exactly.
Like we probably gonna be
Yeah.
taking lots of pictures everywhere we go. Before we walk into the bar, all right, get my picture right here.
Right.
right? Like my cousin, like before we get done, before we even like eat, don't nobody touch anything.
Take a picture of the food. Yes.
Right. Let's get
Yeah, we
that
gotta get the
video.
whole spread.
Eat.
Yeah.
I'm
Yes,
trying to
you gotta enjoy the whole experience. Exactly. Yes. Like
Capture
all of
all
that's
the
gotta happen.
moments. Yep, I
Mhm.
always say that. You always got to get the good Kodak moments because.
Look, she
Mhm.
done changed clothes already. And that's a damn shame.
Ah,
She done
okay,
changed
Daddy.
clothes already.
but she
Then
fine
she
though.
looked at the camera, didn't like the picture, so she went and changed back.
I like that one better though. That one I like
Those
that
are
one
both
better.
cute. Those are both
The
really
green.
cute.
Oh, oh no, because I is gone.
Uh-oh, where'd she go?
Yeah.
Dang.
But yeah, um,
Oh,
yeah.
but I was gonna say, you know what's better than Miami?
Mm.
Where?
Watch your mouth.
West Palm. Broward is well, not that's not
On the
Broward.
beach?
Palm Beach County. I'm not gonna lie, West Palm Beach.
I don't know
My
nothing.
sister got married there. I want to go.
It's
Yes,
just cleaner.
I'm just talking about the beach. I'm just talking about the beach. I'm not talking about
Oh yeah,
anything.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a cleaner beach. Yes.
She got married on the beach. It was like it was beautiful.
Is it a
That
blue
water
beach?
was so blue. Oh my
Oh,
gosh, that water was so blue. I
It
saw
was.
it from a mile away. I said, I am mesmerized by this beach.
I love blue water. It's
Mhm.
Like,
beautiful.
oh, now I will say Broward County is kind of better than Dade. I will always say that. I will
I
stand
got
that.
another good vacation spot that's like beautiful. Is Key West.
Yeah,
Yes,
I've heard of Key West. I haven't been there, but I heard
Key
it's
yes.
West is
nice.
beautiful. They're like they got like chickens that like literally just walk around like on the street like pigeons and stuff.
Oh
They got
yeah.
chickens that like
Oh
walk around
wow,
and they have peacocks. I promise you. Like we would me and my ex-husband now, but we went to Key West, Florida for like 5 days and it we had got lost at because we went to the wrong we were staying at the Ritz Carlton. We went to the wrong Ritz Carlton. When we pulled up to the Ritz Carlton over on that side, it was literally peacocks everywhere. Peacocks. Like
the
it
nice
was
blue.
like so
You get that in
amazing. Like
Houston
it was
too.
like they was standing on top of people's little stumps in front of their house. It was white ones. It was like so it was thousands of peacocks. And I was like, what did we just roll into? It was
Wow,
beautiful. It was like the most beautiful thing that I've ever seen. I'm like, man, I ain't never seen nothing like this.
nice.
Like
Yeah, I love those kind of moments where it's like, wow, you just mesmerized because anytime
it
you
was a
never see
lot. It
that
was
before.
peacocks everywhere. And I'm like, Oh, so the white ones are like it made me like start figuring it out. I think the white ones are the women and the ones with the big tails that have the beautiful colors is the males that
Mm.
kind of like get the
I
women.
don't think
Like
I've
and they
ever seen a
so
white
long,
peacock.
like
Right. I
they're like
want to
so
see the
long like a
blue.
train, literally. Like
Yeah.
they're so huge. It was beautiful, you guys. But
I ain't
yeah,
never
Key
seen no
West
white.
has beautiful blue water.
Oh
Have
my,
y'all have y'all been out of the country? I know you said you've been to Hawaii. Is there anywhere else
Yeah.
you've been outside of I was about to say UC.
Mine's only been to
USA.
Hawaii, Key West, Florida, Miami. I've been to, of course, LA. I haven't been like to the Bahamas. I haven't experienced the Bahamas yet, yes, but I am going to.
Beautiful. It is
Um,
beautiful.
man, I've only been to
but I
Jamaica.
haven't
Not a fan of flying.
Jamaica.
I hate flying.
Oh,
I
I
hate
hate flying.
Yeah,
turbulence. I fly all the time and I hate it,
yeah.
especially, and I hate flying during the winter. I don't know what
Oh
it
yeah,
is.
it's
I don't
scary.
know what it is, but no.
Yeah,
Where are
long as
y'all
it's
from?
to
Where are
some
y'all
heat,
at right
I'm
now?
cool. So,
Hmm?
Where are y'all at right now? Like what state?
Oh, girl, I'm in Florida and we are suffering.
Y'all's winter
is
is
it hot
nothing.
or
I'm in
cold?
Colorado.
Hold on, I'm in Cincinnati, Ohio. We have like 10 inches of snow outside.
Yeah,
Oh
but
yeah,
Okay,
that's
y'all live up.
They
talking
don't
about Florida.
understand. They don't understand. It's
They don't
cold for us.
understand.
I
We've
do
been hot.
understand. I lived in Houston where it's humid and it's cold, but
Yes,
it's
we've been
still
hot all
Colorado's
year.
dry
I think I
cold.
would
It's
want to
the
be there
worst.
right now.
You gotta put on 8 layers of lotion every hour. Like,
This is Florida, right? And you see everything
Look, is
around
that your?
you? It's
That's a
water.
miss.
It's
What is
water.
it?
It's lip gloss. This is
Okay.
Florida. And look at everything around it. Air. The air in this scenario is water. It's cold. It is cold. We are
nah,
suffering.
you gotta come to Colorado so you can feel cold.
It's cold. You don't know what cold is. What's the
Yes,
degrees?
we do. Yes,
It's
we
like
do.
30 something degrees over here, but we don't like
What?
Did you say 60?
I said 30.
Try nine
Oh,
degrees right now. Try nine.
Okay,
try
but you
16.
in
Yes, like
Colorado. That's
we got to
cold to
get some snow
us.
in a
Okay,
minute.
Hold on, this is the difference. Anything under 70 degrees is cold to us. Okay?
Tamara. Don't fight with them. They act like you say I got cut. Well, you ain't been cut twice. Okay, I
It's
need to be
12
cut twice
degrees
to
right
know.
now where I am.
I don't have to be cut twice to know that it hurts. Okay,
Exactly. Like y'all decide to live in the fridge and the freezer of the United States.
It's literally 12 degrees where I am.
It's scary and it's
Tamara.
windy.
Do not feel bad about September's bad life choices. Okay,
Exactly. Because
you chose to live in
No,
12
I just
degrees.
left Virginia though too though. So I'm in Cincinnati visiting. So Virginia is usually where I would be. It's a little bit warmer there, but it is like I haven't experienced the 12-degree weather there.
Mm.
It's
I
been
have
like in the 20s,
out of
30s,
Virginia,
like, and
so
it's been
I'm
okay.
prepared for Virginia. Virginia's as much as I'll go. I tried New York, but like I heard it was bad over there, and so I canceled my tickets. And yeah,
No, New York was horrible to me. I went to we when I lived in New York for like just a little bit of time, we stayed in Albany. We got like 16 inches of snow and we were like snowed in, like, and the power was out. Like, I was like, man, I would never come back to New York ever in my life.
y'all had no
The
heat.
power was out for 3 days. Like, yes,
Y'all was freezing for 3 days.
yes, it was
Dang.
freezing cold. We were like stuck in. It was crazy. It was crazy.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's scary.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
I was like, it's time to go. I said, it's time to get out of here. Like, soon as they clean this street off, I'm out of here.
Actually how I was in basic training because I had to be in the dirty and stinking Fort Sill, Oklahoma, where it's like 36 degrees in the morning and then like 77 degrees when I like 11 o'clock hit when the sun come out. When I tell you they made us suffer. One person missing a hat, we had to go into summer PT. We basically a shirt and some shorts. And I'm just like this. They talk about sit in position of attention. I was like, bruh, like we're just gonna do push-ups because I'm not doing this, bruh. Like I'm not. I'm
Mm.
cold. I'm dying. And you talk about some stand still. I'm shivering
She was
with
hot.
They were
cold
you were
behind.
in training, Tamara.
She was
I
hot up
don't
to the
care.
mental
We
war.
gonna
I
cold.
couldn't picture her doing that. That's
She
crazy.
gotta be glad I was not her platoon sergeant.
I'm like,
Mm.
No,
Ooh,
look, I went during COVID. They couldn't do too much. I cheated the game. I cheated.
I'm not a they, and I never considered a they. You just be glad I wasn't your platoon sergeant.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh. But I had the luxury of having all male drill sergeants. I didn't know how much of a luxury it was until I saw the
No,
female.
let me tell because y'all, for those who don't mean the military, female drill sergeants are a pain in the ass. Okay, they're a
Really?
pain in the. They're so goddamn mean. I'm gonna tell
There.
you what. You got to remember. Well, you guys, you haven't been on Pretty Smart. So I was one of those idiots that was waiting till marriage to, have sex. So I was like 23 before I had any. But I went to the army at 18. I was green. I never did much stuff. I had very high morals. I didn't even like cursing. Trick Daddy and Trina was popular when I was in high school. I didn't listen to that kind of stuff back then. I was
You
pure,
lying.
right? I get off the bus and I see this female drill sergeant, and I didn't know that they had female drill sergeants. So naturally, I looked and my eyes opened, and she looked at me and she goes, "Why are you staring at me? You want to eat my bleep?" And I was like,
God.
and when she said that, and now I know why she said it, it's mental warfare. When she said that, about 4 6'5" male drill sergeants turned and just attacked me.
Are you
It
serious?
attacked me. Yes.
What?
That's how it
Wow.
goes. That's how it
Yes.
goes.
Wow.
So what are they trying to scare you to what? Like that was traumatizing.
That's what it's supposed to
I
be.
don't know
It's
nothing about
it's because you know what? When you go to war, like I end up having to do, and the hatch drops and you got to jump out. There's no adjustment time. That's what it's all about.
You got to be
I
ready,
got off
right?
that bus and got bombarded, and that's what's going to happen. It's trying to get you ready for if that ultimate thing happens. Because I actually had soldiers that attempted to argue in the middle of wartime, and I had to slap. I'm like, what? Why? What are you arguing with me? But when they were allowed to do that with certain people back home during training, it don't just cut off when you get over there.
Yeah.
So it's like it's stuff you have to, you know,
Yeah, you train for it,
yeah.
right?
Yeah,
If
that's
tomorrow, if I was laying down wounded and it was cold and she had to stand and protect me for 4 hours till the helicopter got there in the freezing cold, that's what that would have
Mhm.
helped her with. But no, she would have left me. She said, "Bump that."
You would be like, it's cold. Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh, it was terrible. Mind you, too, like it's Oklahoma got some big behind creatures, and like the flies, like here in Orlando, when you shoot away a fly, they go away. But them dumb ones,
they stay there.
they coming right back. They matter of fact, they bring their friends, and then they gonna just start fighting each other in front of your face, and you
Wow.
try to stand still, and here they just go in your face. It's like, and then you got the locusts too. That's like really boohoo big,
And
like.
they loud
They're loud. They land so aggressively, and they'll just pop.
because they're blind. They can't see.
Oh,
Locusts are blind. They can't see.
not my problem. They
Are
look.
locusts like
How
cicadas?
looking.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
that's what I was
cicadas.
thinking. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're the same
I
thing.
hate
They
them
just call
too.
them different. Like I think back in the day they used to call them locusts, but now
Okay, that
Yeah,
makes sense.
millennium
I
they're
stay away from those. I
cicadas.
Yeah,
I'm
they
so
loud.
afraid of those, and they always like when they come down and they hit you. It's like it hits you hard, and it's like ow.
Yeah,
I just
smack
get
the
like
shit out of
stung
you.
or something.
Yes.
No, it just hits you.
I don't
Yeah.
know nothing about
Yeah.
being here. I just saw a couple of locusts like during what the summertime here in Orlando, and I was like, "What type of judgments y'all got going on over here? I ain't never seen no locusts before. We going through something like what's going on? I never seen a locust before here.
I
That was the
did.
one thing I was happy about when I left. The
So
one
any advice you would give before we end on like the girls trip? Like what advice would you give girls that haven't been on a trip yet that are planning it?
Let me go first.
Sure.
Plan, plan, plan. Plan it out. And make sure it's something mutual that you guys like to do together so you can have fun. Like
Agreed.
Save your money so you can have enough money on this trip so you won't ruin it for everybody and you will be able to help if you need to, or if you want to give some money to somebody you can, but save money, plan it right, have fun, and just live life and take lots of pictures.
Yeah.
Pictures are important.
That's the best advice there. You done gave all the advice for all of us.
Kind of piggybacking off of what you said, with the whole planning it, make sure you take that time and really sit down with everyone who's going to be on that trip and say, hey, what do you all want to do? We're going to do XYZ at this time. But also, I think that when it comes to planning, where you're going to be staying is very important. And don't necessarily think, oh, this is all luxurious and nice and beautiful. I'm just instantly going to stay here, because then that could be out of budget.
Mhm.
Now, with trying to save money, doing Airbnbs and things like that, make sure you research the Airbnb in the area that you're going to be staying in, because you don't want to be in a foreign place and in a bad area at the same time. So,
Gotcha.
We're calling you for the arrangements and the planning.
I got you.
You're in charge of that. You
My
seem like
job.
you do it very well.
You're gonna be the one who gets like if I get in a fight with Ty, you gonna be like,
It ain't
guys,
gonna be me.
It's okay.
okay, guys, let's just recap what just happened. Okay.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, that wraps up Pretty Smart tonight. I hope y'all enjoyed. I enjoyed listening to everyone's stories and your input. So,
Yes, it was
yeah.
really awesome.
This was a lot of fun.
Very good.
Yes.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye, you guys.